But yeah, no, mainly because I've been having a lot of issues with ROG Ally, I would not be getting one right now.
I saw one review for the other one I was talking about, and he was like, "This might be the best for like FPS games because they detach like the Switch, kind of, but one of them turns into like a mouse, and you can like use it as a cursor and everything." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Interesting. What's up, Katie? What's up, Hunter? Oh, oh. That was a violent pop. That hurt. Oh my. How you guys doing today? Surviving you? Same. You ready, True?
I'm ready.
This is probably gonna be a really shitty first match. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream tonight, guys.
At least 6 hours, but he doesn't know how much longer past that.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna make it 6 hours. That'd be midnight. We'll go as long as we can.
That's why I saw you like start stream last night, like fucking late.
Yeah, I started way too late. Nobody showed up except for James for like a few seconds, and then that was it. I was just like, well, why did I even start stream? Like, I was exhausted. I wanted to stream yesterday, but my entire day was just consumed by working on stuff on my network, my parents' house with networking, and then turns out I did everything the way that I was supposed to do it. I did order the wrong switches, which kind of posed to be a problem. It wasn't a terrible problem. I just got ones that were too underpowered. So I had to fix that. And then my parents wanted to take me out to dinner for working on all this stuff. So we went to dinner. And then
What'd you have for dinner?
we had this really nice Mexican restaurant. It's not nice. It's a really good Mexican restaurant. Called Tequilanos. But they're really good. Sam, thank you for the 19 months. But yeah, we went there, and then I think that's what kind of fucked me up. I got back here, and I wasn't really feeling very energetic. I was kind of exhausted. So I thought, okay, I'm feeling kind of tired. I feel like I could probably, catch some sleep or something like that. And then I streamed for a little bit, realized I really shouldn't have started streaming. And then as soon as I realized that and I ended stream, I was like, I went to bed and I fell asleep relatively quickly, but then I woke up at 1, and then I woke up at 3, and I could not go back to sleep at 3. I didn't go back to sleep until about 5:30 in the morning, and then when I finally fell back asleep, that's when I kind of got a little bit more of a deeper sleep. And then yeah, I had to wake up, go back over to my parents to finish up some stuff because I ordered some new stuff that had come in, which I was surprised that it came in because I thought Amazon didn't deliver on Labor Day, but
Okay.
even though their site says they don't, they do. And then I just went and like kind of fixed that up, and then yeah, setting up access points this weekend because like my parents' house isn't like extremely large, but it's flat. It's a very flat house, so it's very sprawled out. And there's also like a lot of it's like when they first got the house, they did a huge addition to it, and the part of the addition they kind of just like left the old foundation there, so like there's a lot of concrete and stuff like in places that normally wouldn't be concrete in a normal house, and then other extracurricular concrete structures inside the house that I mentioned, and so I was just like, they were like, my dad has been like, he's my niece really loves her grandpa and loves talking to him and watching YouTube videos with him and all sorts of stuff, but that also comes at the disability of my dad to be able to work. So he's finally like out in the garage. There's like this extra room for a shop and everything because he used to do like a lot of mechanic work and everything. So he's cleared out a bunch of area and he's turning it into his office, so he can kind of like get a little bit of a distance and like not be in the middle of the house with all the kids and everything. Because my mom takes care of them Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday or Friday, so they're over quite a bit. And so he was just like, I just need like some space. But the problem is that out there, due to the fact that, you know, older parts of the house were in the way, the connection out in the shop is cut. So luckily, them being construction people, I told them, get me a wire here, here, and here. I'll get you gift, and buy these things. I'll get you set. So the other day, my poor brother had to go up in their attic when it was like 95 out and run a couple wires all over the place. And we set up wireless access points and stuff like that. And they were kind of stunned by how far technology has come. I'm like, yeah, I go, honestly, these wireless access points are going to look like smoke detectors. That's all they're going to look like. And sure as hell, like, they bought them and they're like, that's it? And I'm like, yeah, literally, like, they're just antennas. Smart antennas, but they're antennas nonetheless. And then, so I got those plugged in, got them all set up and everything. Ended up accidentally buying 100 gigabit switches, or 100 megabit switches, instead of 1 gigabit switches, which was a whoops. And so I ended up getting that all fixed up today. And then, so yeah, now they have like a solid connection throughout their entire house. It doesn't use AI mesh, but I just set the SSIDs and the passwords the same across the board and works fine. The devices know which one they want to go to, and I'm not having any issues, so it ain't broke, don't fix it. I haven't even told him that literally the way that we have it set up, like we could just pop a hole in the side of the wall of the shop and get their internet outside too. If they really wanted to have internet in their backyard.
Hmm.
I was pushing the idea because my mom is like, they have all of their electronics are leading to this one spot in the house, and
No.
it's
Yeah.
becoming kind of a mess. It is absolutely like, I'm talking about this side of the house, or this like part of the office has like shit that was set up in the 90s still back there. It's becoming a just absolute disaster back there. And so I told him, I'm like, well, they have this old area that it's got a huge chest freezer in it now, which they don't really use because it made sense back in the day when they had 4 kids, but now they're empty nesters. They don't have anything. And I was like, why don't we just like kick the heating unit out of there, aka the freezer, and dedicate some of it to networking and stuff like that. And my mom's like, well, it's not actually connected, is it? And I go, Mom, you have a family of construction people. I'm sure they can find a way to get the wire from point A to point B without it looking like shit. So that's like next on the agenda, but that's further down the line.
Oh. No. Oh.
Yikes.
Oh, that was it. Oh.
Fuck. Oh no. Oh, I lost the traction on the ceiling. Nice pinch.
Oh. Yeah.
Nice. Glad that guy backed off. He was looking at it. He was gonna hit it. Oh, you buddy. Nice. sacrificed his body for the goal. Oh. I'm a good student. Awkward. All the text is sometimes like I'm okay with the text being on the screen, but sometimes it's like feels way too like in the way. Oh, that's an awkward spot.
Oh, get it!
Damn. GG. God, those saves were brutal. I'm surprised I put them out. Oh. Also, I'm kind of disappointed. I didn't know I was supposed to add our like meetup thing to a list to get it on the like Twitch public post that they do at the beginning of every month, and they already posted it, and I was just like, how do I do this? And they're like, oh, you're supposed to get on this doc, and I'm like, I had no idea that doc even existed.
Oh, rip.
So it's like, well. Nice. Whoa! Oh, that was almost it, buddy. Hey.
Oh.
That was too easy. I barely had to put any effort into that. Uh-oh. You're in danger. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Not good enough.
No. Oh.
Hey, you would have been dead.
Oh. That's a nice shot.
What was he thinking?
Oh. I think I actually touched it. That's close.
Oh.
Oh, my bad. Zero.
Who's the other guy?
Uh-oh. There you go. No, the net's open and I'm dumb. That's
Oh.
oh, what a shot.
The hell is that? Ate the crown. See a god gamer?
What?
Our teammates label.
Oop. Go, True, go. Take it, take it, take it. Take it!
I was like, just.
I saw you struggling.
No, the Twitch TV or left. Oh,
Wow.
Alexa, turn on the fan.
Just do it too, right?
Oh, my thumb slipped off the joystick. Oh. Whoa. Nope.
That was a hit though. What would I use my 220k points for? Can't really redeem a turtle hat right now because I'm not turning on the webcam.
Become a camless streamer.
Yeah. I like put it back on the. It's hooked up actually. I thought I didn't hook it up. I forgot I had meetings, so I hooked it back up. I don't know. I'm at more peace without having a webcam. Maybe change the room color. I mean, you could still change the room color. You guys just won't see the color is. Like carding the points, so it's not so bad. See? I'm just enabling. Man. Hi, Angel. It's Labor Day. Yeah, I've worked all day.
Okay, I guess he wasn't paying attention.
Bro's giving up. Also, a rat touched me by this shoe. Was the rat wearing the shoe, or were you wearing the shoe? And before you ask, both are very logical and possible things in New York. You'll figure it out. Uh, you ready for Atlanta, Angel? I'm kind of not.
I'm ready for Atlanta.
What do you mean? Oh. I mean, I like MLP events. It's like the first events that I've ever felt like I'm getting somewhat properly paid for all the work I do. But yeah. Every event I take on more and more duties and these next or these following ones are just like crazy.
Okay, so you work in 2 weeks or whatever. And you're gone for how long for that period?
I leave not this Saturday, but next Saturday, and I get back the following Monday. Not the
Either you're
Monday.
gone for a week.
I'm gone
week
for
and a day.
10 days.
Oh, okay.
And I
And
leave.
then after that, when's your next game?
I leave Saturday morning.
Oh. Well, that's right, like at 3 a.m. or something, right?
Yeah. My next trip is TwitchCon.
Oh, so like a month and a half?
No.
Or no, a month. Yeah, it's a month.
It's not even that, dude. We're collapsing on shit pretty quickly. Every MLP event is actually like pretty much a month out from each other now. So
until the end of the year.
Yeah, so this next one will be on the 22nd is the first day. And then the one following that will be November 2nd or 1st. I can't remember. And then the other one's December 4th.
And that's the last one of the year?
Yes. And I have no idea what they're planning on doing for next year because...
with all the changes now.
Yeah, supposedly, like, it's going to be 16 events, so... And it's not that, like, the players want more events. So with that, with the players getting what they want, which is basically what they've been all getting, I'm not gonna lie, I really want to do the work. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
So when is their like guaranteed time off that they wanted? When's that supposed to be?
Don't know. Don't even have a schedule for next year. Yeah, we went from possibly doing a quote for 8 events next year to doing a quote for 12 events. Now we're doing a quote for 16 events. And that's just what's on the docket at the moment.
That's more than twice a month.
Yeah, I mean, more than likely it'll be roughly, 1 to 2 events a month for most of the year, right? It's probably gonna just end up being like, it's probably, if anything pickleball is to follow, is that they like to take the summer months off because it's hot, it's ridiculous. Like right now they're playing fucking apparently I killed that guy. Like right now they've been playing in like 100+ degree weather on court, right? So either they gotta go and start bringing in some indoor venues or just take the summer months off, because you can't be, athletes, no matter what sport you're playing, can't be doing that. You're gonna start injuring people. And then the next thing will be so like I imagine they're probably gonna take the summer months off, and so they're probably gonna nix at least 3 months at least, right? So having to fit 16 events inside of 9 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the safest they can do is 8 months. Because if they do anything past that, we're literally going to be doing event after event. There'll be two events a month, which would be insane. Like even for professional pickleball and for all the logistics and everything behind it, like our truck would be all over the place. Yeah, I don't know. That's not my job. My job is to be there and produce. Like, so that's my job. I'm hoping these guys are, so we're going to be pulling in internet from the facility, who has told me that they upgraded their internet to 300 up and down. I trust them as far as I can throw them, and I don't think I can throw humans that far. So,
It'll be a nice and easy work job for you.
Nope, it will not. Because I already know it's not going to be like that. And so, I'd imagine we already need 200 megs up. Like, that's the minimum we need. And so, I'm going to be talking to these guys that they're bringing on next week. They're bringing them to this event. And I'm going to be talking to them about the fact that I need to have 200 megs. Like, good connection. And it needs to be solid for 10 hours a day. You know, try to figure out all this shit. It's like MSG emailed me the other day, and they were like, hey, we need the source port information. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if we're going to have one source port, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, because what they do is they don't leave their fucking units like open IP. We got on ESPN about this. They don't leave their units open IP, so like they program them specifically for the IP that they're going to be at. And we told them, we're like, if something happens, you guys are out. Like, because sometimes we'll move facilities in emergencies because we still have to hold the event, weather permitting or not. And, you know, if your guys' system doesn't work with us, you guys just aren't going to work with us. That's just how it's going to be. And ESPN kind of they started sending their units without the IP restriction, which is good. But now MSG is doing the same thing where they're like, hey, we need to know what IP we're sending it from. And I'm like, you understand that if the internet goes down a facility, which I'm 100% believing it's going to, that as soon as I switch all the systems over to a new network, your system will not work. And that is not going to be my problem. My problem is to make sure that the stream is fluidly running to YouTube and wherever, and I'm not going to be focusing on what particular things like get shut down.
No.
Like I've already gotten a kill notice of that. If things are acting up, the first priority is the YouTube channel. Like tennis channel, if they start having issues, I've been told don't worry. Yeah. So, like. Damn. But we're going like balls to the wall on this connection shit this time. So I'm pretty excited to see what comes of it. We're literally, each court is getting its own $25,000 unit for streaming. Like, it's gonna be insane. Like, I'm hoping, knocking on actual fucking wood, is that I'm hoping that my first day actually might be a little on the easier side this time. Not gonna be perfect. It's never perfect. I'm hoping my hurdles that I have to jump over are gonna be a little less large. I already told chat, or Drew about this chat. So I moved my flight up to land in Atlanta at 10 a.m. because Kyle was like, oh, if we could get you in on Saturday earlier, I'd love to. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So I moved my flight up. Instead of landing at 8 p.m., I'm landing at 10 a.m. And so amongst all that, I needed to adjust my car rental time. My car rental was $508. And to move my car rental time from 8 p.m. to 10 a.m. on the same day was an extra $120. They wanted me to pay $628 for moving my car up just 10 hours. So I'm going to land at Atlanta, request an Uber, and then just have Kyle drop me off later, or someone drop me off later, because that's fucking ridiculous. Like, I was already expecting, like, you know, it's $50 a day. So I was already expecting, okay, it's going to be an extra day. It's going to be an extra $50. That is what it is, you know. I mean, technically, it's not actually an extra day. It's just 10 extra hours, but it is technically an extra day. So I was expecting $50, not $120. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm paying 2 extra days for 10 hours.
Oh,
Fuck. But I need to land and I need to start working on some stuff. I gotta get Kyle to order some things so he can test them for me before the event. Because I'm using this thing for the mini converters. It's used for, I guess, drum pads or something like that. It's used for something in the music industry, for connecting a bunch of powered sources together through one like distribution box. And wow, we're terrible at this thing. Oh yeah, I wonder when my bank's gonna get my existing bank account.
yeah.
But yeah, the reason why I said I'm not so excited about it, I'm excited, Angels, just because my job is everyone's kind of dependent on my job right now, and it's a little stressful. I have to make sure too she has like all his shit like lined up. I need to make a diagram. No!
Whoa!
Why?
No!
Baby did not like dinner. The picky eater before it's even born, damn. Tiny terrorist in me. I'm done with the licking, but of course, I don't know that. Oh my god. I can only do so much. Maybe just give it a little more effort next time. You're right. Cat, what game should we play tonight? We'll be playing Starfield tomorrow. That's something that will be happening. We narrowed down to 2 names, and it feels batshit crazy. I can just name a person. Yeah.
Forever and ever.
Nora Jane or Abigail Moon? I like Nora. I don't know. I like all the. I actually like both of them. That's harder.
But what happens when the baby's born and then you look at them and then they're like, they don't feel like either of these things.
You just don't choose their name.
You have a placeholder. What will your placeholder be?
That's my fear. I mean, I've known people that literally have just like sat there and when, like, as soon as their kid's born, they look at them, they're like, nah, this is better name. Like, but yeah, it is pretty insane of like being in the position where you're basically choosing what a person identifies as for the rest of their life. You know, obviously like they can change it eventually, like, but for a good portion of their life they identify as that name. I did a fuck you up. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know people that don't go by their first name at all. Like, certain people we know.
Ah!
Plus, we have to come up with a Jewish name. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know religions that well. I never really tied. I've never really tied names to religions, right? Like even like I know everyone like, oh, Jesus is a no. Like I know plenty of Jesus. It's like. Maybe use it for the temple for some reason. That's the one thing I just like I never understood about religions. Is like, oh, you have to follow this convention. Like,
well, if you don't do it, you can't get into heaven.
I'm gonna dog on some religions here real quick. All right.
Hot take coming in.
It's not really a hot take. It's just like, in my eyes, if you want people to follow your religion, right? You don't like you just take it how it is and try to get them to believe in your religion for the most part, right? Not completely like lock them in. Like, okay, rewind to my cousin when he passed away. The church would not take him because of the food. And I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, what? In what world does that actually mad. Like,
You're destroying the body, which is sacred to them.
I mean, the worms are going to destroy him too.
But that's God's will. You, as a human being, are acting in His will of destroying the body.
Nope. Nope. I don't see a
Free game.
specialty. But, there's certain things that I just don't understand about certain religions. It's like, that seems like, to me, a simple one. If someone doesn't have a Jewish name, but they still want to be a part of the Jewish religion, I think that's a pretty low bar, right? I think you're being too picky at that point. But, that's what... I mean, it's mostly a community for us, but yeah, it's just...
And get shunned from the community.
Yeah, at least mentally. Yeah. Oh, God. But yeah, my doggone religion is just how they handle... Like, they try to be so open to people and everything, but then, like, they have such weird rule sets. Like, I'm not a religious person myself, but like I learned actually from my boss at GameStop a pretty, I guess, valuable lesson as far as religions go and how to deal with people that are religious and stuff like that. But I always remember we walked in, and give you a little background on my boss on that we work for at GameStop. Super hard ass, like, you would think, like, it stereotypically, like, you think you just rolled out of jail half the time, right? That was my boss. And he was a super nice dude, awesome dude, always cared about his employees, always cared about people around him and everything. But I always remember one of the things is that we were at his house one day, and we saw his license plate as we were walking by his truck, and Nico pointed out, he says, it says Jesus saved us or something like that. I can't remember, some sort of thing. And we were like, that's interesting coming from Dan. And then and so Nico pulled it up. He's like, no way, you gotta be true. You cannot be a religious person. And he goes, oh, pardon. He's like, I'm actually very religious. And we're like, what? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, I was in a dark place at some time in my life, and I just didn't know where to go, and the only type of light that I had was religion. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And that was like a knowledge to me of like, oh, religion's not entirely about, converting people or brainwashing people into thinking what you think, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes people just need something to believe. And so I took that lesson home. And it's just like, never dog on someone for believing in religion. I can dog on the religion itself for its weird ways, but I'll never dog on someone for believing in religion. Unless it's obviously the simple stuff. If their religion if their religion is a religion that causes harm, then I'll have a dog on them for putting in that religion. But most religions don't directly cause that. At least the average people. But yeah, no, it's a very interesting world.
Our teammate laughed. He said, "Bro."
That wasn't a teammate.
Oh, we have an AI. Oh.
His grandparents are super religious. Family in the Holocaust with Davis in the wheel.
Correction round.
Leave us in the middle if we are both over to do some song and dance in memory of what they went through and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. The wheel part's kind of weird to me. Like I always thought the taking people out of the wheel for stuff like that was kind of weird. Like I feel like you take people out of the wheel for doing something egregious. You know, leaving a religion is not egregious. You're still family. Like, but
some people that is egregious.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's the things that I don't. It's like the little things like that. Like, you know, to them it's so huge, but it's just like, you know, they're not. You know, once again, if they're not going out to do harm or whatever the hell they're doing, it's like that's not big enough in my eyes. You know. Kind of progressive. Yeah, I guess you take it where you get it, right? Because that is actually like a huge thing that is most religions don't ever really agree with is, you know, that type of stuff. So I guess if they're accepting in that regards, that's good. Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's not a close.
Y'all just debate? No, we're just talking about religion. It's not really a debate.
Loki's giving his hot takes. We're covering religion right now.
I don't think my takes are really that hot. Maybe to super religious people, it's probably pretty hot, but like, I think to modern society, it's not very hot at all. I think it's actually a pretty lukewarm topic.
Ew, text. Oh, bacon. GG's. That's probably my last one. Thank you.
Chat, what should we play? I feel like chat's kind of bored of Palia. Did you finish Zelda? I don't want to touch Zelda. I want to touch Zelda, but I do not want... I'm in a good spot in Zelda where I probably could beat it in a few hours. But yeah, Starfield comes out tomorrow. So like, I'm going to get closer to that end and then just completely abandon it. And because we're going to play Starfield for a solid week, and then I'm gone. I'm going to try to play as much I totally agree. To me, it's more of a cultural side than religious. Brings them comfort for us, the Jewish name ceremony. A birthday party. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. No, I mean, I get that part. I get the Holocaust things. That's just family. That's just not... That's beyond religion. I think a lot of people... I mean, yeah, the Holocaust was based around the Jewish thing, but losing family, losing friends, that stuff's brutal. Especially due to somebody that didn't like religion. Yeah, no, Master Sword's too strong. Get presents too, right? Oh, I just launched it and I didn't mean to launch it. What? I forgot we had this game. I forgot new content came out. I think this is a good dead time game. Oops. And I feel bad because last time we had content come out for this, I played it all in one night. Such a good year for names. Yeah, it's a really... We're starting to get into that part of the year too, where things just start dumping out. I'm just gonna set the YouTube title to just Gamin, because it's so hard to keep up with YouTube. Okay. All right. Everything in the job's complete. Bonus jobs. I have 3 jobs I can do. Guys, get comfy, right? I got 3 jobs I can do in... Ooh, this looks like a lot. Free play doesn't count. Yeah, I feel bad because we did the Bikini Bottom stuff. All of it. Narrowed the names down to 2. Samuth. Should we start with something simple or should we just go hardcore? Ooh, a Spanish villa. That's kind of cool. We'll do the paintball arena. I feel like if we do it in order, we'll actually... Starting a job will reset any progress on other bonus jobs. Is there progress? Is there a job that's not finished yet? Oh, they're all done. Do it. Yeah, I felt bad. We did all the... Me and Mish did the SpongeBob stuff like super late night one day on stream and nobody was around, but we just kind of did it. Cacti? Red rules. I got pristine. Yeah, I know, right? The ground's perfectly fine. Where do we start? Blue side? Is this blue side or is this red side? I'm assuming since that said red rules over there, I'm assuming this is the blue side. Or the red side over here. It's gonna be sad seeing all these amazing memories washed away. If you want to hear some of those stories about them, I'm sure you're gonna tell me. It's actually washed away a lot easier than I thought it would. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm gonna really enjoy Starfield. I'm like literally avoiding pretty much everything about it. I haven't watched any content about it. I don't even like know the basis of the story. I don't want to know the basis of the story. I just know it's in space, and it's Bethesda, it's like Fallout in space.
The only thing I've heard is like everyone says, do the main story, and then at New Game Plus do everything else.
I mean, that's probably just gonna want to end up doing anyway naturally, because that's just kind of what I always do. But it blows my mind that people are like already done with the main story.
Yeah, I don't know how long the main story is.
I don't mind watching it. It's not my type of game. Are you talking about Palia or Starfield? Oh, dude, I couldn't figure it out. I thought I was having a fucking stroke. Oh my god, that freaked me out. I was using the power washer and I'm like, why is my desk shaking? I couldn't figure it out. And it was because my fucking controller was still on, vibrating over on the edge of the desk. And it was shaking my desk, and I was like, thought I was like having a nervous breakdown or something. That's a violent shake, dude. Holy crap. Like, listen to this. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I have to do this to like talk while it's doing it. Yeah, it'd be better if I put the plastic. All right, I'm done. All right, I need to shut off that controller. That was like actually driving me up the wall. That scared me. I was like, what is going on? Oh, much better. My desk is no longer shaking as I'm spraying things down. Except for I am tabbed out. There we go. the, the problem about Starfield is I was watching some of the devlogs for Satisfactory, and they were like just straight up about it. I've been like really wanting to play Satisfactory, but like the experimental branch is kind of like a hot mess at the moment. And I'm like, but I want to play update 8. I really want to play update 8. So I've been like kind of just playing it, but not really. And finally, they were having a devlog about it, and one of the community managers was like, let's be honest, guys. You're all playing Starfield right now. You don't need this game. I was like, no, they're all playing Starfield too. So that means they're not going to be doing shit. You know, like, you guys got Baldur's Gate, you got Starfield, you have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know, it's okay if we could take a little time on this update. And I'm like, no. Like, you're not wrong, but you're not right. Work on the game, damn it. Like, you're like, I was just like, I was really kind of freaking out. I'm like, what is going on? Like, because it wasn't like just a subtle shake of the desk. It was like full-fledged, like hitting the perfect resonancy of the desk. But yeah, I was pretty casual about the idea that I was possibly having a stroke.
This. Okay, I'm
Bye,
off.
True.
Whole Foods and get him a pizza.
Let's choose I'm leaving mode. Click this, click this.
All right.
Bye, True.
Okay.
Everyone has their way of leaving Discord, and that's fun. And True's is that one. Frank like starts slowly like navigating the conversation for him to get to a point where he can leave. Some people just don't leave, they just like keep going. You do eventually have one. It's gonna be no one in Discord. Yeah. You know, it's like 15 minutes from. I'm not 15 minutes from In-N-Out. I don't even know where the hell the nearest In-N-Out is. Well, I guess you're gonna die. See, that's that weird thing. Is like, what do you do in that situation? Like, if a person like lived at home or whatever and they're like streaming, and it's like a bunch of people know that they're in trouble, but they don't know where. Like I'm assuming that I'm assuming there's probably a way to be like, this is so and so person, you know. I guess if you didn't know their actual name, they'd be just generally screwed. Because like, because Tushi's gonna answer. Yeah, but Angel doesn't know where I live. Unless she snuck a tracker on me at one point. And then at that point, Monka. Oh yeah, actually she does. That actually is a good point. She actually does have my address. Never mind, you're right, you're right. It is in our DMs. No, you have both my addresses. What? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've ordered stuff directly to... It's over. Oh, God. I've ordered stuff directly to this house through you. My last order, I know, went directly here. Insane. Yeah. Because I try to, and the only time that I tend to order stuff directly to my parents is if I'm concerned about, like if it's a high value item. Like, I would never order like computers or anything to, my house because it doesn't actually, it doesn't actually like properly get here. I don't know. It's not that it doesn't properly get here. It's just like this particular house is a more trafficked street. It has more people on it than my parents' house. My parents' neighborhood is literally that type of neighborhood that only the neighbors are the people that neighbors and people visiting the neighbors are the only people that ever actually drive through there. And it's like just this quiet little neighborhood. So like, but there was one time that I did order a very expensive thing here, the camera, but it was required to have a signature, so that's the only reason why I ordered it here. I had to be here. Dude, it still blows my mind just thinking about how much extra the National wanted to charge me for renting a car for 10 hours more. That is going to bother me up until after I'm done with the rental. Like, I'm going to be talking about that way too much because it just pisses me off. I would go through Toro, but like, the problem about Toro is that with National, like, I at least have the ability to like reserve a car but not have, or not like not have the funds, but it doesn't take my fund or money right away. So like I don't have to worry about all of a sudden just not having $500 like for whatever amount of time. Like with the regular rental agencies, you don't pay for it until you actually pick up the car. And so that's a huge benefit. Yeah. But Turo, I mean, is cheaper and you tend to get a better experience. Although our camera guys almost got dinged last time. The guys that the guys that do our camera work, they rent through Toro all the time. And the owner of the car that they rented from tried to say that they damaged the car. And like we're gonna try to charge them for $3,800 in damages. And they eventually Toro came through and said like, no, we can't justify them actually causing the damage to the car, so you can't charge them that. But yeah, that's a little monka. I'm very fortunate to not have that situation. I like using the one that gives me 8% on Amazon gift cards. I eventually like want to get to a point where I just like have one specific place that I use to rent. Like I've kind of gotten down to the point where I'm using Southwest for most of my flight stuff. What? So do you have a 3.5? I'm having a hard time with it coming in and out. It's driving me nuts. Are you pulling footage? What? What? The Rocket League. Oh, it's just delayed. Like what? It's just delayed. Oh. So the YouTube for some reason always gets delayed. It's because of that low latency. Hopefully where that works. I've never tested that cable before, so good luck. I'm pretty sure it's better than the one stuff. If I end up saving your life, can I have a VIP? I don't have that badge yet. I'll think about it. Nice. Worth a shot. Maybe, just maybe, if you end up saving my life, Katie, just maybe I finally pay you guys up the cookies that I owe you. Maybe. I haven't gotten any VIPs yet. You also have to do you have to draw someone's emotes so you can get artist badge, and then you can be the collector of all the badges. That's what Angel has. She has an artist badge. That'll never get. I know my limits. Apparently, you haven't seen some of the emotes that Tushi has had before. I can't wait to possibly get woken up by a phone call tomorrow. That's the hard part about the whole thing. That's honestly the hardest part, is everyone's like working like around the clock or stuff like prior to this event, and like I just never know when I'm gonna get a phone call from who. And like I don't want to be like completely in a daze when somebody calls me. I know I can just probably not answer the phone, but I've had so many people call me when I'm like half asleep, and I'm like, huh? Start editing gymnastics footage too. Not excited about doing that. I need to just get better. Get better. Get better at editing. I used to be such a quick editor, and then now I'm just like, I'm so sluggish with how I edit. And I see some of these people like turn around and create so many things so quickly, and it's like, holy crap. I love the live world though. So much nicer. You create the content and that's it. Just kind of leave it there. People can go back and look at it if they want to. You could edit it if you want to, but I ain't got the time for that, and I don't have the money to pay for someone to do it, so I just leave it there. Plus, I don't think my content is designed well for shorter form content. I think I have way too relaxed content because I don't really like try to spin things off too quickly or any whatnot. Sure as hell don't have like a high octane mentality. Like there's some people that are just like, oh, what's up, guys? How are you doing? And I'm like, oh, please shut up. Look at those things like painted to the top of the walls with paint, and yet not a single drop of paint has landed outside of the place. I need more art content besides Doodle Mania. Have you have you ever thought of like maybe doing some different art styles? Not saying that your art style is bad. It was just like maybe like the idea of like trying to learn a different art style might be kind of cool for you in stream. You can do speed drawing. I know people love that. That stuff's can when I mean speed drawing, like a lot of times the speed drawings I've seen is like they just do a normal drawing or whatever. They end up editing it like to like 150% or something like that speed. So just like quickly they can just turn around and turn it into a video, slap some music on the back of it, and boom. So. Let's do it too. I'm looking at 2, 1, 1. I feel like people really enjoyed, like if you're doing, like I know you want to do art content, but I feel like people really enjoyed your Tunic playthrough. Maybe finding more cutesy style games like that might be good for you. So that is on my list, playing Tunic. Yeah. I think this post is, oh, it is good. I wonder what it is about this time of night. I know, like today, probably a different reason, probably because I'm like, I did not sleep well last night. I slept like garbage last night. But besides the point, I wonder what, I wonder, like it seems like around 8 o'clock every day, I get extremely tired. And I don't know why. Maybe I should stand up. That'd be a better idea. Oh. My body didn't want to do that, but I'm a little more awake now. Oh. Oh yeah, so no stream on Saturday. Because I'm gonna be heading down to the Springs for birthday. And then that's probably gonna be like a full day of travel. Like, it'll probably be head down there around 12:30 ish, and then you know, get there, hang out with everyone, you know, have a good time, and then like it says 2 to 4, but it's probably more than likely gonna be longer, obviously, because like, you know, it's just probably just a set time. And then I'll probably head back around, depending on what we're doing. Like, obviously, like, I don't get to hang out that often with people. So I want to spend time as much as I can. And then, depending on when I leave, like, it's another 2 hours back, so, or an hour and a half back, so it's probably going to be, by the time I get back, it's going to be like 9 p.m. So, just won't be possible to do a stream today. This all like, yeah. As long as it's all one object. I don't know if it's gonna be like the sign, or the sign is different. I'll get the sign from here. Where's this thing? Probably better if I do this. When do you get in, Angel, for Atlanta? Because I know you guys have those 2 events going on that weekend. Or that week. Tushy's regretting taking on the other job, but at the same time he didn't know he was going to be getting the other their MLP job. Yeah, I did see that announcement when I was launching the game. That's kind of cool. Back to the Future is dirty on this thing. Oh, wait, there we go. Also, what's up, Paka? I don't know if I said hi or not. Brains all over the place. I do have. Oh. Let me use the restroom real quick, chat. I'll be right back. Hi. The entryway to my office is being occupied by a giant white dog. Also get to learn new stuff this time around also. I've used the 3-play unit for replays on productions before, but nothing like in a live production standpoint. And Kyle wants me to learn it to like do things more live, and it mostly so we can swap out on our 3-play off as well. Because we only have the 2 good 3-play offs. And one being Royce and one being Kyle. And Kyle, you know, obviously sometimes he gets dragged away. Sometimes Royce is the only one that doesn't get dragged too far away. Kyle and I are the ones that are usually the firefighters of the whole day, because we're the ones that, like, Kyle has to handle things on the business side, I have to handle things on the stream side. Royce is the trooper that handles things on the actual production truck side. So it'd be nice to have a little more liberty when it comes down to our 3-play op. I would love to have a lot more than just to cut like 2 people, but you know, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. So we got like a kind of a hard cutoff. I think going on into these next 2 weeks, one of the things I'd really like to have is the ability to kind of adjust my sleep schedule to where it's more legitimate. I'm really good at I'm really good at the non-healthy approach and just shock my sleep schedule into place when I go to work, but I would really like to actually have legitimate sleep schedule for a little bit before I go into this event. And I always say this. I always say this before I go into an event. I never actually do it. Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't. I'm trying. I gotta make sure I can kind of like get everything mentally on one page. Although the flight out to Atlanta is gonna suck now, having to be there at 3 a.m. I think I'm gonna be a little more stricter about them. Like, hey, you know, if we're gonna start work on Saturdays, I need to be there. If we're gonna start work on, you know, Sundays, and I need to be there on Saturdays. Because like that was the whole plan. Of I was gonna show up Saturday night, so I had a full Sunday, and then been able to do everything all day. But like now, I'm gonna be going into Friday, or I'm gonna be going into Saturday with bad sleep because I needed to be on a plane at 5 a.m. So I'm gonna be kind of jacked up for the first day. So that's gonna be fun. That's part of the wall. Okay.
So, you know that there's an actual different variety of Black Widows?
Did you get bit by a black widow?
No, luckily I didn't.
Oh.
So I was getting the lawnmower out of the shed earlier. I saw this lengthy, looking thing, and I was going, what the fuck?
Mm.
It looked pretty fucking gnarly. So I pulled out my Pokédex. I whipped and took a picture of it. It is a southwestern black widow.
Mm.
So it's like brown with a white dot instead of a red dot.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nope. And killed it right away. With a 1x4. Like, no, you're not living on this one.
Yeah. I can imagine half the fucking bugs that are down here.
Oh, I just saw one. I saw a wolf spider.
Mm. Yeah, the wolf spiders, they live amongst. I live amongst wolf spiders. So.
Yeah, I'm cool with wolf spiders. So, black widows. Was that a paintball match?
I guess some like apparently. Go. Yeah, it's a part of the Muckingham file, I guess. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Did you put up like a frame or something, or what'd you do?
I was looking at what they had.
Figuratively and literally. Figuratively and literally.
If I need more light, or if I feel like it's casting too much shadow, I'm gonna take oil. Tape.
There you go. Hmm. Hmm. Mhm. 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 He has no stream on Friday either. We're getting the busy seasons here. I got I got football Friday. Um, does this level not have the ladder, or is it stashed somewhere that I don't know? Is it hidden? I guess I could stand up here. I have a corgi sleeping at my feet. Doesn't help. Epic encounters with Miggy. Who's Miggy? Hmm. Interesting theory. Interesting theory. I don't know how they make these levels, but I wonder if they have like a reverse gun that makes things dirty. The only reason why I think about that is because I'm looking at this. I have not cleaned this building yet. And the spray on this is like if it was sprayed from here. Bald, like, I'm wondering if they have like a reverse gun. I wonder if that's how they make things dirty in this game. Question is, do I make this? Do I get to the end of this before my 10 a.m. 10 p.m. Pringles. Can't tell what's paint, what's black mold. All of the above. It's funny. My parents have been deep cleaning their house because of the they got a 4-day weekend from the kids, and the things that have just are dirty from the having the kids over and stuff like that. Oh my god, it's just disgusting. Like, hmm. do I get? Yo, what's up, Ichigo? How you doing, bud? Good. What map is this? This is a paintball map. Just released a few days ago, I'm pretty sure. Just recently. Basically a giant paintball area. So it's mostly clean now, so, well, 50% clean. This entire, like, how this fence was here was basically how this entire area was. Hmm. This is clean. This is not. Ew. On the inner wall of the fort blue is a purple outer, or oh, double it. No. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to switch off this. Mm. Yeah. I'm getting there, chat. I'm pushing through too. I feel like that back wall is gonna be the hard part. Although I think I did like most of the hard stuff though. This is gonna be interesting. Rock archway, rock face. Let's just do it. Oh god. Fuck. I didn't even take a good look at that when I was in there earlier. Oh, yeah, what up, man? Mm. I believe me too. Oh. Also, hi, Mace. Once my frames come back. Hi. Oh, Mace. Thank you for the believing, Chad. Is this whole like like that'd be kind of cool, but also pain. I mean, it's not bad. It is. I think the whole mine track is one like unit. That's awesome. Also, this would be brutal to have in an actual like paintball area, a giant cart track. People would injure themselves on this all the time. I used to do when I was younger. I used to play airsoft, which is somewhat getting a comeback recently. We stopped playing it because it was just kind of well, I was starting to get older and everything, but at the same time, public perception of things like wandering around with like replica plastic BB shooters is like basically not a good sign, not a good show of faith with the community. Run inside as much as I can. Well, that whole track was one thing. Makes me happy. I'm just going through and I'm doing them all on this side. I'm hoping if I do everything right, when I do it the other way around, going back, it'll be quick. the trend. Yes. Love to see it. Keep out. Victory's mine. Yeah, this might not be as bad as I think it is. It just looks very scary. I'm definitely gonna have to come back through and clean this place out again. I know I'm gonna get everything in here on the first try. This is where I'm gonna have to come back to. For something emitting light, it really casts its shadow well. think I can wall climb this? Skyrim taught me well. Let's go. Come on. Get me up there. Okay. This fence first, then we go into the rock, because I think the rock is going to take me a long time. Throws up this, maybe. Theme between the two, right? Yeah. Oh, I wish I could move things. This is kind of brutal. Yeah, these. Oh, they didn't melt. That's nice. Oh, this is part of it. Okay. I thought the ridgeway was, or the ridge was, archway was just this one little like bridge. Okay. Hmm. No. Okay. I don't like these big blocks in the way. I want to move them so badly, but I can't. Love that this game can partner with so many brands. Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer with a lot of brands. It was like, hey, like this is we're just gonna take a model of whatever your like iconic stuff is and just make it dirty so people can pressure wash it. And they're like, oh, okay. The nice thing is like it's all Epic partners. Like Epic has partnered with all the people they've worked with before. I don't know if they partnered with Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy was pretty out of nowhere. Well, they might have had them for Fortnite. But like Back to the Future, that was partnered with Psyonix with Rocket League. Like SpongeBob did a thing with Fortnite. So it's like, it's kind of a package deal. It's kind of nice. Oh no, SpongeBob was actually, wasn't from Fortnite. They did come to Fortnite eventually. But that was Fall Guys that originated that one. So I'm sure the Epic marketing team is just god tier and they just find people to work with all the time. Seems good at it, yeah. Yeah. Epic just has a good palette now too. Like, oh, you have a movie about time traveling in a DeLorean. Probably wouldn't be a good game or a good mix with a fighting game, but be good for our game where we have a bunch of rocket cars, you know. Or now they're like, or we could have people pressure wash the DeLorean, you know. Or like, you know, well, if we just have him as a character as in our, you know, party style game, like they just have a really good palette of games now. know everyone has their gripes with Epic with how they've treated certain things in the past. Past couple of years, but like, you know, they're doing what they do. Am I just out here now? Is there anything I need to clean in here? No, I'm just out now. Yeah. Like the colors in this one? Yeah. Unreal Tournament in 2004. I never got into the Unreal Tournament games. I never had a PC, so that's probably why. Like, you know, obviously that stuff wasn't really... Fighting games was... It was in the console spectrum, but like the only real fighting game back in the day... the only real, like, PvP games back in the day were Halo and Gears of War. Like, for consoles. I don't even know what PlayStation had. I don't even know if PlayStation had any good PvP games. As far as fighting games go, and as far as, like, shooter games go. Gears of War was from Epic. That's I guess the closest I got to it. I guess, yeah, Call of Duty was on the PlayStation. GoldenEye. Man, imagine if GoldenEye was as good as it was when they rebooted it. Oh my god. That was such a good game. Sit down. Couch. Couch co-op. Or not co-op, but couch PvP. Such a good multiplayer was so good back then. My like we still do stuff. We still talk to like all of our old neighbors. That's who we played with, was all of our neighborhood kids and everything. And yeah, some of the games that we played. And back then, my family, we had like, all of us had little tiny TVs, like little 20-inch TVs, CRTs. So like, what we did was we would get a whatchamacallit splitter, a composite splitter, and split the composite signal between 3 different TVs, and then we take a construction paper and we would cover the other player's screens so we couldn't screen look. I use HTTP all the time. Yeah. I remember people having the nightmare of people having to like rip the HTTP signal. And then they had to finally fix it for the PS4 because gameplay or like YouTube streams and or YouTube game let's plays and stuff like that were getting more and more popular, and it was looking bad on PlayStation when people had to like go way out of their way to try to make their stuff work with game capture stuff. God, I'm so glad we got rid of those composite cables. Those were brutal composite cables. Kind of take a gander over here. I have a feeling I missed something inside of the tunnel, so it's gonna be something I have to go back to. I always remember playing oh. Oh, come on, stream. Recover. Good? I think we're good. All right. Well, yeah, I remember the days when... I remember specifically one of my buddies. Hardcore helicopter parents. And his parents were finally letting him have a... Wait, working on baby registry. I want solid pair of wireless headphones and earbuds. I have an iPhone I can listen to while taking care of the baby late at night. Not disturb them. My husband. Wait, okay, let me read this back. I want to get a solid pair of wireless headphones, earbuds. I do have an iPhone. I want to want something I can use to listen to while taking care of the baby late at night. recommendation would like noise cancellation to be able to turn off if possible. So my recommendation for both you and your husband is actually through Linus. So Linus from Linus Tech Tips always wears noise canceling headphones while he sleeps, and the one that he wears the most is Apple AirPods. And purely because of the reason that he would have to, like, when him and his wife were raising their kids when they were a lot younger, like, there was a very grindy situation or part of their life where they were, you know, there'd be nights where one of them would have to be up, or he would have to be up in the morning, so he would put on noise canceling headphones and to try to, like, drown out all the noise happening in the house while he was trying to sleep. And, like, that was his go-to was when the AirPods came out. Now he can't sleep without them, which is kind of funny. And he can't find a noise canceling headphones that he recommends more than the Apple AirPods, because he's like, they're the most comfortable when he sleeps at night, and they don't, like, interfere or have any issues when he's, like, laying on the side of his head or anything. Yeah, so if you have an app or an iPhone, I think the best bet is just make sure the best bet is the AirPods. I personally don't like the AirPods. Now, granted, my perspective might have changed over the years. I've never actually wore the more recent generation, so I can't say anything. But back when they were just cheap ass earphones from, you know, the early days, they were really hard on my ears. But my ears are, like, hickey as hell. So that might have just been my ears being not happy about those. It's also nice when you get earbuds from the same company as your phone. Yeah, with Apple, yeah. Apple's obviously their integration is seamless. You know, and a lot of this stuff is so nice. I mean, that's a sacrifice. I've never had Apple AirPods. I've always had Sony. I've always had Bose and Sony earbuds ever since I switched over to doing Bluetooth. And my Sonys are just fantastic. They have their downfalls, but I'm gonna get the newer ones soon. But yeah, the AirPods are just seamless. I have a Pixel 6 and it came with the Pixel Buds A series. I'm really surprised of how well integrated. I was not talking to you, Siri. Yeah. Apple very much that's one of those things where Apple sets trends. No matter what, whether we like it or not, Apple always set trends. And they do set good trends, and one of them is that seamlessness of having to have your phone being able to seamlessly connect to your earbuds is a huge benefit that Apple's brought forward, like saying if you can't keep up with that, then don't bother making headphones. And it's only like in retrospect, it's only like removes one or two steps, but to a lot of people that's a lot. That's a huge amount. Me, I don't care. Like, I've got so much stuff that takes like 1,000 steps to do, and I just kind of deal with it. I kind of live with it. It's like hell. Just the audio on my stream is just intense. My desktop, because I'm listening to like 3 different things while you guys are listening to 2, or 4 different things while you guys are listening to 2, and that makes a super complicated audio setup. And like I'm just used to it. I'm okay with it. But most people, if they sat down behind my setup, they'd probably be like, "What in the hell are you doing?" It's like, sorry, I like listening to Grimmy Bear while I stream, you know. Plus, we plan on use a white noise and want to hear over that. Yeah. Dude, my niece and nephew, my brother and sister-in-law keep those white noise generators like right. Queen. Ah. Oh. Oop, warning sign. Ah, I knew I missed some stuff in here. Oh. Hmm. All right. What is dirty? Hmm. Yeah, I don't want to look at this, but one of the fences is dirty. All right. Hmm. Wall cap. What's one of these? It's not that. There it is. All right. I just got some serious air on that jump. Tower floor. Oh, the floor? Oh, interesting. There we go. We did it, chat. Just in time. The windmill's moving in the top left. Woo! Blah. So we'll take a look at this, but we're not going to start this. We'll take a gander. Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. This thing's huge. It's okay, man. We'll save you. Can I climb this? Yes, I can. Interesting. Wait, how far can I walk away? Oh. Why does this place look so small? Or like, why does this car look so disproportionate to, it is because it's disproportionate to the house. That thing's massive. The car's gigantic. I think they wanted to make the excavator model look bigger, so it shrunk all the houses, and now I'm seeing the downfall of it, that the fact that a sedan can't fit in a tiny garage. Are we going here? Yeah, look at the size of these things. Also, my van is smaller. Why is my van smaller than this Dan? I'm literally driving a clown car. All right. Well, we'll do this. We'll do it sometime this week. There's only 3 new maps, which so I'm like gonna be kind of diligent about what I do because I don't want to burn through them all right away. So I'll take this guy and put him in my car. I'll save you. Just drop him in there. Just put him in there. On top is fine. All right, chat. Thanks so much for hanging out. This week it was going to be interesting with streams. Tomorrow might be a longer stream. Obviously, like, it just depends on when whatchamacallit releases for the plebs, for the low lifes that can't afford $100 game when it releases, which is in 20 hours. So I think that drops at 6 p.m. my time tomorrow. So there's a possibility that I might start streaming a little earlier, maybe do some more Power Wash Simulator, or play some other games of True or whatever, and then immediately, just as soon as 6 p.m. kicks over and I'm able to play the game, just drop right in. So but yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks so much for hanging out. Why don't you guys go hang out with Grimmy? Oh my god, my caps lock is on. He's playing some chill Dark and Darker. I've been listening and watching his stream. Fun stream to kind of hang out in and everything, kind of relax. So, but hope you guys have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.